ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
Salam alaikum.
وعليكم السلام.
It is lovely to see each and every one of you. It is such a pleasure to be here. My name is Zahran Mamdani, and I stand before you with just 3 days until the election. When we began this race, and I announced myself as the first Muslim elected official to ever run for mayor in this city, we were polling at 1%. There were many who said this was an interesting idea at best. Today I stand before you in second place. Today I stand before you less than 5 points away from Governor Cuomo. And I stand before you on the verge of making history in this city. A history that we will make in showing that each and every New Yorker belongs in this city that we call our home. And I say this to you, that over the course of this race, by virtue of being Muslim, I have faced many attacks. I've seen Andrew Cuomo's super PAC design a mailer that artificially lengthens and darkens my beard. I've seen language describing me as a monster, as if I'm at the gates, that I am dangerous. And ultimately, I've even had well-meaning uncles come up to me and say, brother, you don't have to tell people that you're Muslim. You don't have to make it difficult for yourself. But I remember what my grandmother, Kulsum, and my grandfather, Yusuf, taught me, which is that to be a good Muslim is to be a good person. It means to help those in need and harm no one. It means to follow the words of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who instructed us to make things easier, to not make them more difficult. Spread glad tidings. And so just a few days ago, as I received a death threat that said they were going to kill me and blow up my car, and they told me to watch out for my beeper, making a reference to when Israel blew up thousands of beepers and pagers across Lebanon. There were many who told me that I should stay at home, that I should lay low. And what I did instead is I walked the entire breadth of Manhattan, and I spoke to New Yorkers in the city that we all call home. And I spoke to them on block after block after block after block, because what New Yorkers deserve is a mayor who walks the walk. What New Yorkers deserve is a mayor who will speak to each and every person. A mayor they can ask questions to, even a mayor they can yell at. A mayor they can see. And so I stand here because ultimately this election comes down to two choices: myself and Andrew Cuomo. And in the more than 10 years that Andrew Cuomo led this state, he did not see it fit to visit a single mosque. He did not see it fit because he does not see Muslims as New Yorkers, does not see us as belonging. And I know that all we want as Muslim New Yorkers is the same thing that every other community wants and deserves: equality and respect. But I will tell you, brothers and sisters, in this city, in this country, in this world, you are not given those things. You have to win those things. And one of the ways you win them is at the ballot box. And so in 3 days, we have an election where we can finally turn the page on the politics of the past and elect not just the first Muslim mayor, not just the first immigrant mayor in generations, but a mayor who will stand up for each and every New Yorker. And I ask you for your help in doing this, because the election will be so close that it is actually in our hands. Eric Adams became the mayor of this city 4 years ago because he won an election to lead 8.5 million people by just 7,000 votes. So I ask you to tell your friends, your family, everyone in your life, that early voting continues through the end of tomorrow. Election day is on Tuesday, June 24th. And we have an opportunity to tell the world that Muslims don't just belong in New York City, we also belong in City Hall. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Don't go.